town M is 20 kilometers from town N and 22 kilometers from town P, while N is 18 kilometers from P. A market is to be built to serve the three towns. It is to be located such that traders from N and M will always travel equal distance to access the market, while traders from P will travel exactly 10 kilometers to reach the market. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, find by construction the possible locations for the market. Use a scale of 1 centimeter to 2 kilometers. A. How many of such locations are there? B. Measure and record the distances of the locations from town N and town M. And C. Which of the locations will be convenient for all the three towns? So this is our question. We can see that it's a practical problem. We are going to apply everything we've learned under construction so far to solve this question. Take note of the scale given to us. The scale is 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers. We will use it a lot in the solution to this question. We will begin the solution by analyzing the first part of the question. Let's do that. The first part of the question says that town M is 20 kilometers from town N and 22 kilometers from town P, while N is 18 kilometers from P. So we have three towns here, town M, town N, and town P. Let's say that we have town M here, we have town N here, and we have town P here. The distances between these three towns have been given to us. The first one is town M is 20 kilometers from town N. That means that the distance between town M and town N is 20 kilometers. Town M is 20 kilometers from town N and 22 kilometers from town P. So it means that the distance between town M and town P is 22 kilometers. While N is 18 kilometers from P. This means that the distance between town N and town P is 18 kilometers. So we now have the distances between the three towns. We can see that the lines joining the three towns form a triangle. We will have the triangle MNP. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, we can construct the triangle MNP. But we can also see that the distances between the three towns are in kilometers. The ruler we have been using for our construction is in centimeters. So you have to convert the distances from kilometers to centimeters. We are going to use the scale given to us in the question. The scale is 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers. In the videos on rates, we learned how to convert a quantity from one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement. We are going to apply what we learned in those videos here. If you want more information about how to convert a quantity from one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement, watch the video on rates, which is available on this channel. So using this scale, which is 1 centimeter to 2 kilometers, we are going to convert the distances here from kilometers to centimeters. 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers means that every 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers. In the same way, it also means that every 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter. Because we are converting from kilometers to centimeters, I'll write the kilometers first. So you have 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter. This is the scale. Now we are going to use this scale to convert the distance between town M and town N, which is 20 kilometers, to centimeters. If 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter, then it means that 20 kilometers will give us 10 centimeters. 2 kilometers is giving us 1 centimeter. So 20 kilometers will give us 10 centimeters. It means that the distance between town M and town N, which is 20 kilometers, will be 10 centimeters. Let's look at the distance between town M and town P. The distance between town M and town P is 22 kilometers. We know that the scale is 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter. If 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter, then 22 kilometers will be equal to 11 centimeters. So the distance between town M and town P, which is 22 kilometers, will be 11 centimeters. Let's look at the last one. The distance between town N and town P. It is 18 kilometers. We are still using the same scale. The scale is 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter. If 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter, then 18 kilometers will be equal to 9 centimeters. So the distance between town N and town P, which is 18 kilometers, will be equal to 9 centimeters. We now have the distances between the three towns in centimeters. The distance between town M and town N is 10 centimeters. The distance between town M and town P is 11 centimeters. And the distance between town N and town P is 9 centimeters. Using this, we can construct the triangle MNP. Let's do that. We have all the dimensions of the triangle. So in order to construct the triangle MNP, we will have to choose one side as the base. I'm going to choose the side MP with length 11 centimeters to be the base. So to begin, we will pick the ruler and draw a long horizontal line, just as we have been doing all along. So I have my ruler here. I'm going to draw a long horizontal line. The side I'm using as the base is the side MP with length 11 centimeters. So I'll take the compass and measure 11 centimeters on the ruler. I'll put the needle of the compass on point 0, then stretch the part holding the pencil to 11 centimeters, which will be 110 millimeters on my ruler. After that, I'll transfer it onto the line. I'll put the needle of the compass here, then turn it and construct an arc to intersect the line. Then I'll move the needle of the compass to this point, turn it and construct another arc to intersect the line, just as I have done here. I'm going to clean this part of the arc and clean this part also. I'll come here, clean this part and clean this part too. This will be point M and this will be point P. The length of the line MP is 11 centimeters. Let's move on to the other sides. We have the side MN with length 10 centimeters. So I'll measure 10 centimeters on the ruler using the compass. I'll put the needle of the compass on point 0, then stretch the part holding the pencil to 10 centimeters, which will be 100 millimeters on my ruler. After that, I'll move the needle of the compass to point M. We are constructing the side MN and I have point M. So I'll put the needle of the compass on point M. Then after that, I'll turn it and construct an arc. The other side given to us is the side NP with length 9 centimeters. So I'll move the needle of the compass to point 0 on the ruler and measure 9 centimeters. I'll stretch the part holding the pencil to 9 centimeters, which will be 90 millimeters on my ruler. After that, I'll move the needle of the compass to point P. We are constructing the side NP, and we have point P here. So I'll put the needle of the compass on point P. Then I'll turn it and construct an arc to intersect the first arc that I constructed. I'm going to clean this part of the arc and clean this part also. We can see that the two arcs intersect at this point. The point of intersection of the two arcs will give us point N. So we have point N here. We now have the point M, the point P, and the point N. To get the side MN, we will draw a straight line to join point M to point N. The length of the side MN is 10 centimeters. And to get the side NP, we will draw a straight line to join point N to point P. The length of the side NP is 9 centimeters. We are now done with both the compass and the ruler, so I'm going to take them off so that you see the triangle very clearly. We have now analyzed the first part of the question. By doing that, we have the triangle MNP, which shows the distances between the three towns. In the next video, we are going to analyze the second part of the question. Welcome back. We started solving this question in the previous video, and we considered the first part. In this video, we are going to consider the second part of the question. So let's do that. The second part of the question says that a market is to be built to serve the three towns. It is to be located such that traders from town N and town M will always travel equal distance to access the market, while traders from town P will travel exactly 10 kilometers to reach the market. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, find by construction the possible locations of the market. In the previous video, we saw that there are three towns, town M, town N, and town P. And using the distances between the three towns, we were able to construct the triangle MNP. For the second part of the question, we are being told that a market is to be built to serve the three towns. We know that in building a market, one of the key things you have to consider is the location. In order to get the location, we have been given two conditions. The first condition is that the market should be located such that traders from town M and town N will always travel equal distance to access it. And the second condition is that traders from town P will travel exactly 10 kilometers. So the location of the market should be such that it satisfies both conditions. We are going to consider these two conditions in this video. Let's consider the first condition. The first condition is traders from town N and town M will always travel equal distance to access the market. This is the triangle we constructed in the previous video, triangle MNP, which shows the distances between the three towns. In locating the market, we have been told that the first condition is that the market should be such that traders from town N and town M will always travel equal distances to access it. This means that the distance between the market and town M should be the same as the distance between the market and town N, meaning that the market should be equidistant from town M and town N. From this, we can say that the position of the market will fall on the locus of points equidistant from town M and town N. So using this condition, the market will be on the locus of points equidistant from town M and town N. From the previous videos, we have learned that the locus of points equidistant from two fixed points is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the two fixed points. So the locus of points equidistant from town M and town N will be the perpendicular bisector of the line joining point M to point N. So to get the locus of points equidistant from town M and town N, we will have to bisect the line MN. To do that, we will take the compass and put the needle on point M. You can start with point M or point N, it doesn't matter. Here I'm starting with point M, so I'll put the needle of the compass on point M. Then after that, I'll open to more than half of the line MN. Then after that, I'll turn the compass to this side and construct an arc. Then with the same radius, I'll move the compass to this side and construct another arc. After doing this, I'll move the needle of the compass to point N. Then with the same radius, I will turn it and construct an arc to intersect the first arc that I constructed. Then I'll move it to this side also and construct another arc to intersect the first arc that I've constructed. I'm going to clean this side of the arc. Then when I come here, I'll clean this side also. We can see that the two arcs intersect at this point and this point. To get the perpendicular bisector of the line MN, which will give us the locus of points equidistant from point M and point N, We will draw a straight line to join the points of intersection of the two arcs, just as we have done here. The location of the market can be any point on this line, since any point on this line will be equidistant from point M and point N. So by considering the first condition, we will have a very wide range of possible locations of the market. Let's consider the second condition so that we can reduce the range. The second condition says that traders from town P will travel exactly 10 kilometers to reach the market. So this means that the distance between the market and point P should be exactly 10 kilometers. Points that are 10 kilometers from point P will give us the locus of points 10 kilometers from point P. We have learned from the previous videos that the locus of points equidistant from a fixed point is a circle with the fixed point as the center. So here, the locus of points 10 kilometers from point P will be a circle with point P as the center and a radius of 10 kilometers. But we know that in our construction, the dimensions we are using are in centimeters. So we will have to convert the 10 kilometers to centimeters. Once again, we are going to use the scale given to us. The scale given to us in the question is 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers. This means that every 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers. It also means that every 2 kilometers is equal to 1 centimeter. So using this scale, we are going to convert 10 kilometers to centimeters. If 2 kilometers is giving us 1 centimeter, then it means that 10 kilometers will give us 5 centimeters. So here, in order to locate the market, we will have to construct the locus of points 5 centimeters from point P. We have seen that this will be a circle with point P as the center and a radius of 5 centimeters. So first, we will pick the ruler and we measure 5 centimeters using the compass. So I'll put the needle of the compass on point 0, then I'll measure 5 centimeters, which will be 50 millimeters on my ruler. After that, I'll move the needle of the compass to point P. I'm going to take the ruler off so that we can construct the circle. The needle of the compass is on point P, so I'll turn the compass and construct the circle. This circle will give us the locus of points 5 centimeters from point P. This means that when we pick any point on the circle, the distance between that point and point P will be 5 centimeters or 10 kilometers if we are considering the distance in kilometers. We can see from what we have constructed here that when we consider the first condition, we had the locus of points equidistant from point M and point N to be this line. And when we consider the second condition, we are having the locus of points 5 centimeters from point P to be this circle. The circle and the perpendicular bisector intersect at this point. When we extend the perpendicular bisector, just as I've done here, we can see that the first locus, which is the bisector of the line MN, and the second locus, which is the circle, intersect at this point and this point. In the next video, we are going to use what we have constructed here to answer the 3 questions given to us. Welcome back. From the previous videos, we have analyzed the first 2 parts of this question. In this video, we are going to use the diagram we have constructed to solve the 3 questions given to us. Here is the diagram we constructed in the previous video. The first question says that how many of such locations are there? So the question is asking us about the number of possible locations for the market we have. From the previous video, we saw that in order to select the location of the market, we were given 2 conditions. The first condition is that the location of the market should be equidistant from point M and point N. We saw that using this condition, the location of the market will be on the perpendicular bisector of the line joining point M to point N. The second condition given to us was that the location of the market should be 10 kilometers from point P. We used the scale given to us to convert 10 kilometers to centimeters, and we had 5 centimeters. So from our diagram here, we can say that the location of the market should be 5 centimeters from point P. And we saw that using this condition, the location of the market will be on this circle, which is the locus of points 5 centimeters from point P. We can see that the first locus, which is the perpendicular bisector of the line MN, and the second locus, which is the circle, intersect at 2 points. The first one is here, and the second one is here. Let's call the first one X, and the second one Y. These 2 points will give us the possible locations for the market. This is because at these 2 points, both conditions for selecting the location of the market is satisfied. Let's consider the first point, which is point X. Point X falls on the locus of points equidistant from town M and town N, which is the perpendicular bisector of the line MN. So at point X, the market will be equidistant from town M and town N. We can also see that point X falls on the circumference of the circle. So at point X, the market will be 10 kilometers from town P. The same thing can be said about point Y. Point Y also falls on the locus of points equidistant from point M and point N, which is the perpendicular bisector of the line MN. So at point Y, the market will be equidistant from town M and town N. At the same time, point Y falls on the circumference of the circle. So at point Y, the market will be 10 kilometers from town P. So we can see that at point X and point Y, both conditions for selecting the location of the market are satisfied. So these 2 points will give us the possible locations of the market. So to answer the question, we can say that there are 2 possible locations for the market. Let's move on to the next part of the question. It says that measure and record the distances of the locations from town N and town M. The question is asking us to measure and record the distances between these 2 points and town M and town N. So we will first measure NX and MX. After that, we will measure NY and MY. Let's begin with MX. To measure MX, I'll take the compass and put the needle on point X. Then I'll stretch the part holding the pencil to point N, just as I have here. By doing this, I have measured NX using the compass. To get the actual length, I'll take the ruler and read the measurement on it. To do that, I'll put the needle of the compass on point 0. Then I'll read where the part of the compass holding the pencil meets the ruler. On my ruler, the part of the compass holding the pencil meets the ruler at 63 millimeters. 63 millimeters is equal to 6.3 centimeters. So we can say that the length of NX is equal to 6.3 centimeters. But initially, the distances between the towns were given to us in kilometers. Here, the distance NX we have is in centimeters. So we have to convert the distance from centimeters to kilometers. I'm going to take the compass and the ruler off so that we can do that. To convert the distance from centimeters to kilometers, we have to use the scale that was given to us. The scale given to us is 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometers. This means that every 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers. So to convert the distance from centimeter to kilometer, you have to measure the distance in centimeters by 2. We have 6.3 centimeters here. So if 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers, then 6.3 centimeters will be equal to 2 times 6.3, which will give us 12.6. So 6.3 centimeters will be equal to 12.6 kilometers. So the distance NX, which is 6.3 centimeters, will give us 12.6 kilometers. We have now measured the distance nx. We have to measure the distance mx. But we know that point x falls on the locus of points equidistant from point M and point N. This means that at point x, the distance from N to x will be the same as the distance from M to x. So if the distance nx is 12.6 kilometers, then the distance mx will also be 12.6 kilometers. So we have now measured both nx and mx. Let's measure ny and my. To measure ny, I'll take the compass and put the needle on point y. So I'll put the needle of the compass on point y. Then I'll stretch the part holding the pencil to point N. So the needle of the compass is on point y now. Then I'll stretch the part holding the pencil to point N, just as I've done here. I've now measured ny using the compass. To get the actual distance, I'll have to read it on the ruler. So I'll pick the ruler, then I'll put the needle of the compass on point 0. Then, after I've done that, I'll read the point where the part of the compass holding the pencil meets the ruler. On my ruler, the part of the compass holding the pencil meets the ruler at 140 millimeters. 140 millimeters is 14 centimeters. What this means is that the length of ny is 14 centimeters. But just as we did here, we will have to convert the 14 centimeters to kilometers. I'm going to take both the compass and the ruler off so that we can do that. We are going to use the scale given to us to convert ny from centimeters to kilometers. The scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers. If 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometers, then 14 centimeters will be equal to 2 times 14 kilometers. And 2 times 14 will give us 28. So 14 centimeters will be equal to 28 kilometers. So it means that the distance ny, which is 14 centimeters, in kilometers, we are going to have 28 kilometers. We have now measured ny. We have to measure my. But we know that the point y falls on the locus of points equidistant from point M and point N. This means that at point y, the distance from N to y will be the same as the distance from M to y. So if ny is 28 kilometers, then my is also 28 kilometers. We have now measured the distance between town M and town N and the two possible locations of the market. Let's consider the last part of the question. The last part of the question says that which of the locations will be convenient for all the three towns? We have two locations, location X and location Y. The question is asking us that which one will be convenient for all the three towns? Let's analyze it. We know that the distance between the market and point P is 10 kilometers. So the distance between town P and location X is 10 kilometers, and the distance between town P and location Y is 10 kilometers. So no matter which one we pick, traders from town P will still travel 10 kilometers to the market. So town P will not influence the location that we will pick, because no matter the one that we pick, traders from town P will still travel 10 kilometers to the market. So we have to consider traders from town N and traders from town M. We have seen from the second part of the question that the distance between town N and location X is the same as the distance between town M and location S, and both of them is 12.6 kilometers. We have also seen that the distance between town N and location Y is the same as the distance between town M and location Y, and both of them is 28 kilometers. What this means is that if we select point X as the location for the market, traders from town N and town M will travel 12.6 kilometers to reach the market. But if we select point Y as the location for the market, traders from town N and town M will have to travel 28 kilometers to reach the market. So in order for the market to be closer to all the three towns, we will have to select point X as the location for the market. This is because if we select point X as the location for the market, traders from town P will travel 10 kilometers to reach the market, and traders from town N and town M will travel 12.6 kilometers to reach the market, which is shorter than the 28 kilometers they will have to travel if we select point Y. So to answer the question, we can say that the convenient location for all the three towns will be location X, because if we select location X, the market will be closer to all the three towns.